This is the new Hyundai IONIQ 5, formerly known of course as the Hyundai IONIQ 5. And don't worry, you haven't inadvertently clicked on a video from 2 years ago. It really does look exactly the same as the original car. But before you click away and look at that cat video that YouTube is recommending for you, let me explain a little bit more about why we're here today. Car manufacturers update their cars almost every year. They usually call a model year update. That usually extends to maybe a new paint colour or a new design of alloy wheel, if you're lucky. But with the IONIQ 5, Hyundai has gone a step further. There's a number of small but really important design and engineering detail changes on this car that make it go further on a charge and allow it to charge even quicker. So if you're lucky enough to have this car on your shortlist this year, or you already ordered one or on the waiting list, do not click away, because these are the 5 most important things you need to know about the new Hyundai IONIQ 5. Let's start with some battery basics. You can still get the IONIQ 5 with a small and a large battery. The small battery remains the same at 58 kilowatt hours, but the larger battery has grown from 73.6 kilowatts to 77.4 kilowatts. There's also been an increase in power as well. The two-wheel drive version has gone from 217 to 225 horsepower, whereas the all-wheel drive car has gone from 305 to 325 brake horsepower. Okay, let's talk a little bit about range. The small battery pack, the 58 kilowatt hour pack, the range stays the same on that one, 238 miles. If you go for the bigger battery pack, with two-wheel drive, the figure for that goes from 298 to 315 miles WLTP. Add all-wheel drive into it and the figures change again. 287 miles it used to be, and that's gone up now to 301 miles. And if you specify the Ultimate Edition or the Namsan with the larger 20-inch wheels, the figure goes from 267 to 282 miles. In terms of real-world range, my car, which is an all-wheel drive Ultimate, has averaged around 3.4 miles per kilowatt over the 9 months I've had it. So we'd anticipate that the new version with the bigger battery will return between 250 and 270 miles on a full charge. When it first came out, the IONIQ 5's great party piece was its super fast charging, up to 220 kilowatts, all made possible by its 800 volt electrical system. But there was a catch. Unless the battery pack was in the absolute optimum temperature, you wouldn't get anywhere near those speeds. I know I've experienced that with my car, and I know quite a few owners have as well. Now, Hyundai has done 2 things to address this. The first is to fit a battery heater as standard to all models. That wasn't always the case before. Previously you would have to order it as maybe as part of an option pack or order the high-end Ultimate Edition. The second thing that Hyundai has done is add battery preconditioning, and this is really important. It'll be familiar to people if you have a Tesla or a Mercedes-Benz. What battery preconditioning is, it heats the battery before you get to a DC charging point, so it makes the battery pack at optimum temperature to accept a charge. Like the Tesla system, it works via the navigation. If you set the destination to be a rapid charging station on the nav, the car will warm the battery up as you get near it, so that it's nice and toasty when you plug in. Of course, that's all fine and dandy for new owners, but a bit of a kick in the chops for those of us with older cars. But hang on, there's good news in that front too. If your car was fitted with the EcoPack option, the battery management software can be updated to take advantage of preconditioning. It's a bit of a complicated process and you'll need to have it done at the dealer, but it does make a big difference in weather like we have today. There's a link in the description below if you want to know more. If you love a bit of gadgetry, you'll be delighted to know that the new IONIQ 5 comes with digital mirrors on the Namsan Special Edition. As you can see, they're chunky old things. They don't look that much smaller than a normal mirror, but they do have some really nice design touches. You've got this pixel art graphic here which mirrors that of the headlights, and it's also got the camera lens underneath which helps with the surround view system. When the IONIQ 5 came out, you could choose between SE Connect, Premium and Ultimate trim grades. According to Hyundai, fewer than 5% of people bought the SE Connect, so it's been dropped for 2023. The range now starts with Premium, which is the only grade you can have if you want the smaller battery pack. If you choose the bigger battery pack, you get the option of all-wheel drive. The next one up is Ultimate, which also comes with the option of 2 and all-wheel drive. And at the top of the tree is this new Namsan edition. It's named after a mountain in South Korea, famed for its views over Seoul, but you knew that already, right? The Namsan edition gets a few bits that are new to the IONIQ 5 lineup, including the digital mirrors that we've already mentioned and a lovely vision roof. You also get a real kitchen sink spec list that includes relaxation seats, remote parking and a heat pump as standard. Now, as you might expect, all this loveliness doesn't come cheap. Opt for the all-wheel drive version of this Namsan edition and you'll be looking at a price tag of £57,595. Ouch! So there we have it, the new 2023 Hyundai IONIQ 5. The updates to the battery management system and the charging are the key advantages as far as I'm concerned, but that extra range is really welcome too. As always, we'd love to hear your feedback and opinions in the comments below, and please remember to subscribe to our channel to be notified of our latest electric car videos as they land.